So welcome to a few videos about skillful relating. Skillful relating, what is that? Yeah, let's talk about it. I have been married, living in a close relationship for, when I record this, it's 30 years. It's 30 years. What happened? Well, a lot happened. 4 grown-up children and a very alive partnership with the person I'm married to. So I will, in a few videos, share some of the key parts that I wish everyone got access to. So the first one is to complete. When we get upset, when I get upset, and I feel so disappointed, and I feel someone crossed my barriers, and my feelings are hurt, and I'm upset. And the first thing we want to look at is notice that I am upset. Yeah, so I need to be responsible first myself, of course, and look at, why am I hurting? How does it feel to stay in it? So the first part is to acknowledge that I'm set off like a rocket, all of a sudden. We call it triggered sometime. Yeah, and this will never go away. So I would say, actually, when we invite close relationships, we invite like a trigger playground, exercise surrounding, most possible learning, environment you can create for yourself, that is to be close to other people. So the first thing is to acknowledge, oh, now I'm triggered, now my feelings are just everywhere, I'm triggered. Yeah. And when we have come down, what we want to do, we want to create completion afterwards. So we want to feel everything, we want to enjoy the trigger, if you like. But when that have happened, I'm gonna jump to when we have enjoyed it for a while. I can tell you, just for fun, and I'm gonna make another video about it later, we play a game of being triggered for 10 minutes and then let go of that. Me and my husband right now. So that's, for most people, very short time. But it's a game, and I will share about it in another video, so go look at that. But for now, I want to talk about completion, because when I know, oh, something is not fine in between us, I got triggered, or the other person got triggered, and it's not complete yet. So I want to talk about completion now. And that is something that is very beautiful and very bold. And that is to invite another being into a conversation where you share, where both parties get to share. What happened for me? What happened for you? How did I feel? How did you feel? And the whole purpose is to acknowledge my own sensations and learn what sets me off, and share about my values, what's important for me, and then also hear what set the other person off, what values, what is behind there. So I'm actually going into wanting to complete something with someone, to actually hear something new, to be prepared to, oh, now I understand why you got so upset. Now, so we're in a completion phase. We want to be open for, what is it to learn here for me? Oh, I didn't understand that this happened to you right now. Great. So we're listening with a lot of humbleness, and it's a beautiful, enriching conversation. It can be very daring to invite someone for a completion conversation, because then I'm revealing, this set me off. I hurt then, I hurt now, this is what hurt me, this is what it looks like when it hurts. So it's very vulnerable, and it's very dear, and it's very intimate. And it's one of the 3 main parts that I define in creating a total completion, where like old pieces of disappointment and anger can dissolve completely. So keep listening to the next video also. So completion is my wish for everyone, because what we want to do is to listen to, with whom am I not complete? Why am I not complete? What argument did we have that was not resolved? And invite the person and have a completion conversation. That's very bold. And to be the one to invite gets the most stars. That's really beautiful. And just imagine to have someone say, could we speak for a little bit, because I got upset and I would like to share why, and I'd like to hear your point. And it's a really true, mature conversation, which aims at like putting the swords down and coming into love again, coming into a softness between us again. And this is, what each, after this, then you become, most often closer. You might not agree. I hear where you are. I might not be able to, we might not ever agree, but I can hear your point. I hear where you are. I learned something about you. And I also hear where I am. And I have another value, and I understand myself more now. So it's a beautiful, beautiful learning exercise for bold people who are about to create very alive atmosphere around them. We want to complete with each person. A completion is nothing you do with the whole group at once. In my point of view, the completion you want to, do with individuals, like an acknowledged, very present conversation, which honor you, which honor the other person, which you hold with a lot of grace, and there might be sharing of very, obvious, but could be hard feelings. Yeah, so give yourself the space, so you have like a private time for yourselves, and acknowledge each other that you're doing it, because it's a big thing. I wish more and more and more and more people, did create what's not complete between them, because this, all of a sudden, the whole body kind of comes alive again. And instead of having something that was triggered and never resolved as, small things, contractions in the body, what we're doing is that we're like easing up our own, bodily sensation, really. So this was the first of a few points about skillful relating. So welcome to listen to the rest of them and do your homework for yourself. It's for you anyway. See you again.